Family, friends, sir, ma'am, my dog Jax. Welcome to Truth Heals 1111 with your girl Chloe, and we are back with another general predictive tarot card reading. Only take what resonates in this reading, what does not apply, allow it to fly. I love each and every one of you. We are at Monday. Um, I'm not going to do a reading of what to look ahead because I'm not no fortune teller like that. I'm not going to try to see nor use my energy to see all like that. But again, visualize you sitting in front of me in front of you. Clear your thoughts in your mind. Whatever is going on currently in your energy, I'm going to pull on the energy signature. What's going on with you or what may be going on around you. Something about religion. You may be praying a lot. You are dealing with something and you're praying about it. You're trying to pray. You're asking for forgiveness, or you are asking that things get better in your life. You're the things that worry you. You're praying right now. You're praying a lot. I felt that energy. Well, instead of you praying for you, pray for other people. Like other people should pray for you. I mean, depending on what type of people, because you don't want everybody praying over you. People be praying for the wrong things. The Two of Pentacles to the Nine of Pentacles to the Nine of Swords. You were doing something which is now causing you a lot of problems in your life to where you are thinking about it heavily. The Four of Pentacles to the Nine of Swords. You were holding on. You were holding on to something. It's almost like you could have been holding on to some sort of idea. You were holding on to some sort of thought. You were holding on to some sort of belief. You were holding on to something which left you in the Nine of Swords because now you're in deep thought about it. The Emperor to the Four of Pentacles. You were being selfish. And the Emperor upright right now. The Emperor can talk about being a leader with integrity. But the leader, the Emperor has a higher position than the Empress, right? The Emperor the Emperor's power can be abused due to selfishness, self-centeredness, if the Emperor is not careful with his decision making, not thinking things clearly, not seeing them from an open mindset or a different perspective. The Emperor to the Four of Pentacles. This was your mindset of holding back or holding on to something. The Six of Cups to the Four of Pentacles. The Six of Cups could mean something from the past. The Six of Cups can also mean like you have some sort of idea, some sort of belief about the things you want to pour into. The Six of Cups can reflect your thoughts, your ideas of what you get to. The Four of Pentacles is like you may have been the type that would give only to receive a reward or something you could benefit from giving. So in this case, you were very selective in regards to you and the gains and being in this Emperor position. using your power towards like the selfishness of the things you wanted to create in your life or make happen in your life. You wanted to make something happen. So in this situation, this would be an abuse of power, because the emperor would be authority. You may be the type that likes to, like, what is that called? The authoritarianism, It's a. Let me see. Hey Google. What is it called when a person feels a false sense of power?
Delusions of grandeur, or grandiosity, is the psychological term for believing you have vastly exaggerated power, wealth, or authority. In broader contexts, this is often called hubris, or an illusion of control.
That's what it's called. I mean, family, friends, sir, ma'am. Let's see what is currently going on in the energy. Oh my God, the Page of Pentacles. Okay. With that type of energy, the Page of Pentacles. Wait. Let me see what your Page of Pentacles is really looking like over here. Show me the Page of Pentacles, ancestors. What was this? Okay, the Two of Cups. With the grandiosity behavior, that mindset, right? The thought of having power and authority, which no one has power or authority over people, places, and things. In this situation, the Page of Pentacles to the Two of Cups talks about a false sense of power in regards to the people, places, and things in your life. You may feel like you're just powerful, or you have some sort of authority over people, places, and things. Show me the Page of Pentacles to the Two of Cups. The World. Now, the World can signify in your life, this could be the beginning, the middle, or the end of a cycle, depending on the next card that comes out. The Ace of Wands. Now, the Ace of Wands can talk about your own creative desires or your own sexual desires as well. Show me the Ace of Wands. The Knight of Swords. To the King of Cups. Oh boy. Okay, the Page of Pentacles is seeing things from a fresh lens, seeing things from a fresh perspective, seeing things from so many sides, points of view, right? This is not understanding the consequences, but just seeing like the different possibilities a situation can go when it comes to the Two of Cups. Now, let me see something with the Two of Cups. Two of Cups. Because this book is really good. When I was reading the book, I was just like seeing things from a different perspective with the cards, right? And it was like, oh wow, I didn't know it could be seen like really. The Two of Cups. My light is purple. This says love is the imperative of these cards. Passion. Okay. The Page of Pentacles is seeing things from a different perspective. The Two of Cups talks about the sense of the sense of gaining a well-being in regards to what love truly means to you. The people, places, and things that you love. The environment. It's not the feeling of love, it's the way you perceive love. And if you take a look at the term love and you gain the knowledge of your own personal well-being when it comes to love, this is where you find your ultimate happiness, your joy, in which the Two of Cups would mean um, you your type of love language with the Two of Cups would be like-minded people, places, and things that you are attracted to. To the world, which could be the beginning, the middle, of the end, to the Ace of Wands. Um, you may be at the beginning, the middle, or the end of the cycle, to the Knight of Swords, to the King of Cups. Alright, I'm going to just have to tap into your energy. I'm sorry, because these cards... The World, to the Ace of Wands, to the Knight of Swords, to the King of Cups. You may be growing out of love of a person, place, or thing. And you might be wanting to have a fresh new beginning when it comes to starting over, or, you know, by you being in the beginning, middle, or the end of the cycle, it's almost like you're ready, you're wanting to take this healthy risk, to start your life over, to begin anew. You want a sense of peace, you want to feel happiness, you want to feel love. In the Knight of Swords to the King of Cups, this is something you think about. You think about this a lot. Yeah, you do. The Knight of Swords to the King of Cups is like you have some sort of strong emotion for it. But at the same time, you may second guess yourself because you don't want to mess something up. The Ten of Pentacles. You do not want to make the mistake of having everything you ever desired in your heart, your mind, you feel it in your body, mind, and soul, that you can create the life that you want when, you know, you take a step back and you see the situation that you currently are in which it's almost like it just had to awaken you to see that this is not what you truly want. This is not what you're going to call love. This is not what you thought it was going to turn out to be. With the Ten of Pentacles, it's like your whole demeanor has changed. And instead of you choosing to lose yourself because of your mistakes, you feel like you lost yourself due to other people's mistakes. Am I right? Yeah. No, I'm right. But why would you say other people's mistakes? Why are you blaming other people for the choices you made? I just caught that. Okay, Spirit. Yeah, I caught that. Other people's mistakes. You could be blaming other people for why things didn't work out. With your power and authority as I mean pulled, you know, it would be fun. It would be nice, right? If people did what you wanted people to do, and if people acted the way you wanted to act, how you told them to act, if they only listened and they were just like you, right? How things would be so much different if they could just, follow your guidance or follow your lead. Um, so you were the type that was very controlling of the people, places, and things and how things are orchestrated, right? Because you wanted to make people just like you and see things from your perspective, right? But again, everybody has their each and own individuality. Everybody has their own DNA. Everybody has different characteristics. Everybody has likes and dislikes. What you may like, somebody may dislike, and what you dislike, somebody's going to like. In this sense, you were trying to erase all that and just have control over people. Um, Make them like what you like and make them dislike what you dislike. Um, it's almost like having people try to follow your sense of idealism or sense of self. Um, but again, your love was a little bit, it's confusing to me. Your love is very confusing. And the reason why is because I want to know what love is. You don't know what love is. Show me the Page of Pentacles to the Two of Cups. Oh, wow. The Five of Swords. Now, family, friends, sir, ma'am, I can take Five of Swords in a negative way, but I can also look at the Five of Swords from a different perspective. You can see that the people's thoughts, the actions, and the behaviors on the way that people move may be like your learning experience for the way you move. The Five of Swords is telling me like you're very observant of the way people move, the way people talk, the way they do things. And the Five of Swords means like you utilize that information to try to turn that into control. So you study people. Okay, show me the Five of Swords to the Two of Cups. Oh wow. The Three of Wands in reverse. Oh wow. To the Five of Cups in reverse. The Three of Cups to the Five of Cups. Now the Three of Wands to the Five of Cups, right? The Three of Wands talks about you being in a stuck and stagnant place with no foresight of what you want to do next. The Three of Wands upright would have suggested to me, right, that you had a vision, a desire, and the Two of Wands could have mean like you can also have people in your ear, places or things or objectives that could stop you from obtaining what you wanted. But the Three of Wands is that the plan worked. You might have had the one Ace of Wands in your hand to have a new beginning, to create the life that you want. But the Two of Wands in reverse, the Two of Wands being with the Three of Wands, this means that the people's, the way people thought, they believe, they feel what they feel, seems to have an importance in your life. I don't know if you move off the thinking and feeling of other people, not that you take it into consideration, but you definitely want to feel like you belong in this, but you have some sort of false sense of authority. The Five of Cups in reverse is you not wanting to really take a look at anything. You definitely avoid having any parts to anything. Like, even if you feel like you're invested in something, you don't claim it as an investment. The Five of Cups in reverse states that it's almost like you had this, you take this risk, this leap of faith, and when you take this leap of faith, right, you're like trying to control it so things work, right? But again, not everybody is going to think and believe the same thing that you do. But you, it seems like you have this sense of the it's a false sense of control, a false sense of authority, and you trying to enforce this on people, places, and things to make them think or make them feel the way you want people to think and feel, and that's not true. And in the Ace of Wands, you make it feel like there are people, places, and things can have a new beginning when it's all a lie. It's not a new beginning. The Knight of Swords to the King of Cups to the Ten of Pentacles upright. This is a false sense of being emotional intelligence at its finest. This is almost like you pretend to be emotionally stable, but with the Page of Pentacles to the Two of Cups, how could you be emotionally stable if you're looking for opportunities from other people? A emotionally stable person does not need other people to be stable. I don't get that. I'm like, well, how do you, this is gonna be a complex reading, family, friends, sir, ma'am. This is gonna be very like, let me break this person down. Show me the Ace of Wands to the Knight of Swords. This is complex for you. The Knight of Swords to the Knight of Swords. To the to the Five of Swords. So I don't know who puts the battery in your back. But there could be people, places, and things that put a battery in your back, right? But really they don't understand is that same battery they put it in your back. It's that same battery that's going to lead them to a downfall. The Knight of Swords to the Knight of Swords is people trusting or believing in you, and then the Five of Swords is like regretting it later on for the mistakes or the actions that were done with putting the battery in your back. Show me the King of Cups to the Ten of Pentacles. Oh Lord Jesus. The Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles talks about you were in a state of survival mode. The Five of Pentacles talks about this could be memories, this could be triggers, this could be thoughts, beliefs, actions to where you may have felt like a sense of lack or a sense of like not having the life that you truly wanted for yourself. With these Seven of Wands to the King of Swords. So that's a wand and that's a desire. Now, I don't know if Seven of Wands is different desires with different people, places, and things. And with the King of Swords upright, it was almost like you were guarded to people that had the same desires as you. But the King of Swords is you telling me that you feel like you're always right. Well, then, if you're always right, will you ever admit when you are wrong? Show me the King of Swords. Will the King of Swords ever admit that he's wrong? He or she is wrong. You will never admit when you're wrong with the Page of Swords in reverse. You will lie. You will lie because it feels like you don't have to subject yourself to any type of mental or emotional event that's going to cause you to feel some sort of way. So you lie about certain things because you don't want to deal with things mentally or emotionally. You're definitely an avoidant of problems. You could be very argumentative. You can be very, um, I would say, very like like a drill sergeant when it comes to talking about certain issues, or even like if I was to talk about you, you're definitely gonna be triggered because I'm gonna, baby, I'm gonna chew you up, right? That would set you off of knowing that it was me talking about you to where you become so complex. It's almost like you feel like being mentally and emotionally available, you would allow somebody to get over on you. So by lying or just by not confronting anything, you just let things slide because you avoid the issue. So just forget about it, let it slide. Mm-mm. But yet there's still a problem. Oh, baby, right here. Show me the Five of Swords to the Three of Wands in reverse. The Three of Swords upright. The Three of Swords talks about, show me the Three of Swords. This is the what? These Seven of Wands. The thing that you're telling me or you're showing me right now is that you have some sort of trauma, some sort of mental or emotional health issues, to where you don't want to face them. You don't want to think about it. You feel like if you think about it, you're going to have to relive it, and it's something you don't want to talk about. I don't know if this is your own strength to block yourself from facing your own personal truth and the trauma, or this is just something you would completely want to avoid and continue being like this person, whoever you are. But the only thing in your environment is because of the mental and emotional pain you experience. You have created a lot of conflict, chaos, competition with other people. And the Knight of Swords, meaning you do it on impulse. You ooh, in the moment, you do it for personal gain. And then you run. And then you don't want to face it. It's almost like when you say don't start now, won't be none. Well, you start it and then you run away because you started it, but then you don't want to face the truth that you started it. Queen of Pentacles, Six of Cups in reverse. Who's this? You like money, but you don't like giving it away. You're like a Scrooge. You're mean. You're Scrooge. You're mean. Yeah, you're a Scrooge. You're mean. You're a mean person. You're Scrooge. Yeah. And you're haunted. The ghost. Especially when you go to sleep. You're haunted. Oh my god, a real life Scrooge. Look, the fool. You're Scrooge. You're being haunted. Y'all remember when the ghosts of Scrooge visit him of the past, present, and the future? It's almost like that's what you are being haunted by. The past, your present moment, and what your life is going to be in the future. The Three of Cups in reverse to the Hierophant. You made some sort of decision to hang with people that don't find value in themselves, that don't have they're not disciplined, they're not structured, they're, I mean, they could be disciplined in certain things, um, but I think the things that they are not disciplined in is the same things that you harp on to have control over. Meaning, people's vulnerability, you can harp on that. But what they're strong in, it's almost like it's a personal attack to you. And the Hierophant is you're very observant of this as well. You see people's weakness, and that's where you're gonna harp in on that. It's almost like if you were to meet a emotionally void person, you would come in as some um, man or woman in shining armor to a person that's emotionally avoidant, to make this person think that they found the one. But at the same time, you want control over that person. You want dominance. You want power. You want success. You want the stability and everything that comes with it. And the problem is like you're not fine with just one. It's almost like Beyonce, world stop. If you could make the world stop, you would. The Page of Wands is in reverse. A lack of misguidance. So you are misguided in life. When it comes to the resources of having everything you want or everything you need and not having something at all. So there's a misconception about your own personal values and beliefs about livelihood and who you are and where you want to go and what you want to do and how you want to do it. It's almost like you feel like what you should be doing is helping people um, fall for the illusion that you were there to be in their life, to support, to love, to this, to that. But eventually, what comes out is people find out that you're really hurt. You're really dealing with insecurities. You're really dealing with trauma. You're dealing with the false sense of power and control. Oh my God, the Lovers. You play on people's heartstrings, and when you get to the heart, you also play on the mind. By making people think that you are some sort of investment of being binded. You bind people to you as some sort of investment. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You bind people's fortune, people's destiny, people's success, people's fame to you. So you can harp on that because you're unhealed. That's crazy. What card fell on the floor? Santa Muerte. The patron saint of death. you come to end things in people's lives in which when you leave them, if they don't have the inner strength, they would have to have like a rebirth, a transformation after experiencing you. Because again, when people see you as somebody that, you know, you came in at the time you came in, and then you leave out so coldly, so harshly, so rough, right? It's not like you're allowing, you come into a person's life and you make another person feel good, or you make another person feel soft. Instead, you drive a person to the point of going crazy, or making a person feel insecure about themselves, like they're not enough. No. Death. Death. That's twice in a row. Mm-mm. And that means for me, it is time for me to see you in another reading, because I done got 2 deaths back to back. I think I'm going to have to pass on this one. I love each and every one of you. Thank you for listening to Truth Heals 1111. Now, even though we ended up there, I don't speak that over anybody's life. But if this is you, and you know this is you, do you not understand that the death to the death, it's like, because you can tragically hurt somebody, you can end their life, which tragically ends yours. I don't know. I'll see y'all in the next reading.